All right, all right, all right. I am here. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. What's going on? What's going on? What's up, man? Wife Estrella said guilty. I came back with my notes. So I'm gonna read a little something what I have jotted down from today's trial. We heard from three witnesses. So that's what we heard from today. Actually, let's see. Yeah, about three witnesses. That's all they could get through today. A lot of people are anticipating Kid Cudi to be testifying tomorrow. So I will be early in the court tomorrow. I will be out there early to where I can beat that traffic. So that's what I plan to do tomorrow. He said free Mr. Baby Oil. Yeah. It got kind of heated up towards the end of the day, especially when they was cross-examining the doctor. We'll get into that. But as far as the special agent, he finished up his testimony today. They were showing some evidence of Diddy's Miami home. You know, they raided his home on Star Island. So they, but no, I appreciate it, no problem. Thanks for joining. They showed some pictures of the raid and stuff like that, the stuff that they took out of his room. And I'm yawning already. That's what, man. Everybody out there said they tired. It was a Gucci bag. It was a box that said Puffy on it. Um, he did say he was talking about in regards to the firearms. He said that he didn't take the prints. He wasn't in charge of processing prints or anything on a firearm. He was just in charge of gathering the evidence and stuff like that and processing it. But he had nothing to do with the fingerprint part of it. So it was just pretty much showing pictures towards the end. So I didn't really take too much off of that. So yeah, I didn't take too much off of that testimony. But today they spoke to Dr. Dawn Hughes. She's a clinical psychologist. She studied human behavior, and she is, you know what I'm saying, super board certified. I had to write that. She is super board certified. Okay, that means she got the highest board certification. So she testified. She had a lot of good things to say, and studies interpersonal violence, personal stress. Um, she go into comprehensive psychological assessment. She really broke it down as far as why people stay in relationships. That's what I took away from it. Why do people stay in abusive relationships? She has 30 years of experience. She treated thousands of people. Like I said, she's super board certified. It's the highest of certification. Now, I did say that she didn't analyze Cassie or anybody related in this case, but she provided expert testimony. She provided blind expert and testimony, meaning she doesn't know any of the players in this case. I did write down that she get over $600 an hour. She got I think 6K a day she's getting paid for her testimony. And you know why people stay in abusive relationships, entrapment, emotional and psychological abuse. She went into love, attention, companionship. She talked about love bombing. Like when somebody is trying to leave, people will start being, the other person will start being nice to them and getting them gifts and stuff like that. You said the jury jumped on Prince tape. Jury jumped on Prince tape. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You said the jury jumped on Prince tape. Jury jumped on Prince tape. All right. So yeah, she had a lot of things to say about why people stay in relationships. Like I said, she said, it's difficult for those people to make higher order planning. She said once physical abuse start, that's where it starts. Your brain cannot forget that. Once the physical abuse start, physical and mental abuse. Oh, they brought up Obama yesterday because um Diddy had some Molly, but it had Obama's face on the pills. That's why. And he also had Tesla on some of the pills. The Tesla sign and Obama's face. That's why they brought up Obama yesterday. Said a couple days ago they played Prince tape. Um, I didn't hear that. Maybe I got back late, or maybe they did it early in the morning when I wasn't there, but I don't think so. You say you don't know that? She look, this person think I wasn't there, y'all. I told you there's some people think I'm not really there. It is a lie, Scoop. It is a lie. She said, "Oh, you didn't hear that? Damn, hold up. Let me show you something real quick." Some people really, guys, this is how crazy people are. They really think I'm not there, yo. They really think I'm not there. They really think I'm not there, man. No, they didn't play. I'm gonna tell you what happened with Prince in a second. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I want to show you something just to show you I'm there, Estrella. I'm there. I'm really there. I'm really there now. But I'm about to tell you why Prince name came up. I'll tell you that in a second. But they didn't play no Prince tape. And let me ask you a question. Where did you get that from? That they played Prince tape? All right, let's just take a look at me outside, yo. Welcome back. Welcome back. I am outside of the federal court building. As you can see, we're on break right now. We're on lunch break, and we heard some critical testimony today from Dr. Dawn Hughes. We heard from Dr. Dawn Hughes today. She was talking about the effects on the mind and why people don't leave abusive relationships. So that was, I thought, very important testimony today. So we heard from her. She over here. Look at the star. So she said, "Look what we got here. We got a star. We got a star over here. Look at the star." So yeah, we out here, man. Y'all know who that is. If you don't know who that is, I want to sit down, but look at this. Oh, let me give you the shoe fit for the day. You know what I'm saying? That's the shoe fit for the day. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. When I go live, I show you the shoes. You know what I'm saying? So seven over. I mean, is she know the Breakfast Club? She right there. She got her own little setup over there. So again, okay, oh, yeah, that was Neek at night. So yes, I'm really there. Yeah, I'm really there every day. Estrella, that was a lie. They did not play Prince tape in court. I'm really there, as you can see. You saw Neek at night. And I'm standing right next to Tisa Tells. I'm standing right next to her. I actually hold on, let me see. I actually show her in this. Hold on. I think she was standing next to me. Actually, she was. I didn't want to get in her I didn't want to photobomb her I didn't want to photobomb her set because I'm like right there. Because it was raining and everybody was like near each other. I don't know where in the video I did it, but yeah, man, I'm right there, man. He said, yo, Max, how much did you pay for that mic? Didn't cost too much. It got on Amazon. I can't remember. It wasn't. Yeah, that was Neek at Night. Hold on, I showed it. Let me show you. We got a star. We got a star over here. Look at the star. So yeah, we out here, man. Y'all know who that is. If you don't know, yeah, that was Neek at Night. So yeah, I talk to these. I see these people every day, Rick. now, Neek at Night and Tisa, they was in Diddy's courtroom. I don't got the pull. You know what I'm saying, to get in that courtroom. I don't got the pull, man. But I'm just telling you, man, I'm there. But I'm getting ready to transition to TikTok. Matter of fact, let me give y'all my TikTok link. I'm getting ready to go to TikTok, man. That seems like that's where it's at. I just need a couple more subscribers. Copy the link. I just need a couple more subscribers, and hold on, let me see if I get her. I got her on film somewhere. Coping mechanisms of abuse. I know a little something about this because I minored in psychology. I have a escalation plan to leave. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button and all that. That'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, she was talking about why people don't leave abusive relationships. Once you become physical, use is on right now, talking about the effects. Even though, let me just say this: what's up, celebrity scandalous? And you see, we out here, we out here. Tisa's in back of me. There she go, right there. She's right there, and she in the rain doing her vlog. We out here. Tisa's in back of me. She doing her thing. Tisa, look who we got here. We got a star. Yeah. So, let me give y'all my link to TikTok, man. I'm going over there, man. Like for real. Everybody is over there. That's where I'm headed. I'll give you the link in a second. Actually, hold on. Let me just give you the link here. Get back into the commentary. My TikTok right there. Yeah, man, check this out on TikTok. So I'm gonna go live. Once I get a few more subscribers, I'll be able to go live over there, which I am gonna do tomorrow. I need 50 subscribers, and I'm gonna go live over on TikTok. That's what I'm gonna do because over here is not. All right, I pinned the message to the top. You said I believe that about abusive relationships. Um, okay, let's knock out right there. Okay, all right, I'm back. Yeah, she really said max. I think it's 500. They lowered it to 500. I mean, no, they lowered it to 50. Hold on, let me see. Let me go to TikTok real quick. Wait a minute. This didn't do this to me before. Um, it's like practice mode or something like that. Let me sign off of this thing. Yeah, it told me before. I needed 50 subscribers. That's what it told me. You said it's hard, but yeah. They see the expert. See the lawyers were trying to discredit the expert, the defense attorneys. They were trying to discredit her. But what I got out of it was why people stay in abusive relationships. That's why I got. That's what I got out of it. And she has the credentials, and they can't knock the credentials. They talked about different things. They said that get back into the notes. So there's a lot of things. It has severe psychological consequences. Very difficult to get out of a situation like that. Um, she talked about passive and active self defense. And this is why I guess the defense attorneys think she was prepped for this because she said one of the things people do when they have passive defense is they get up and curl on the floor. Curl on the floor. And we saw a video of her curled on the floor. Yeah, I think they lowered it, Corey. Yeah, they curled up on the floor and she did that. And then sometime they fight back. She talked about disclosure. Disclosure meaning that people that's in abusive relationships, they don't tell anybody for a very long time. Why? Because fear of people not believing them, and some fear of people saying, "Well, why would you stay in a relationship like that?" That's what a lot of people saying. Well, why didn't she leave? Fear of people saying to you, "Why didn't you leave? You're stupid." You know, people not believing you. Usually, people they seek out a confidant like their mother, sister, best friend. Um, the trauma that they receive impacts the memory. So when Cassie was having trouble, people always call me when I'm live. Man. Hold on one second. Yeah. Um, they have difficult memories, and it's from the trauma because people memories trauma is so bad sometimes it's fragmented. And I learned a lot today just from listening to her. I feel like I'm more educated on this just listening to her today. And thank you, Sharice. That's what I got out of it. That's what I got out of it. And make sure you guys click the link up there and subscribe to me on TikTok. I need a few more subscribers before I'm able to go live over there. So yeah, so it was very informational, so educational, and the defense attorneys was like, "Well, do you know anything about this case?" She said very little. It was like, "Well, um, you were brief with the attorneys today, right? They didn't tell you anything about this case." She said, "I've only talked to them so they could really know how to question me in an educational way." So they were trying to get her to say that, he said, "Well, you're in it for the money. You're getting $600 an hour." It was real messy, but they were trying to discredit her, but it didn't work because it was a very informational, um, person on the stand. So that's what I got. So I don't care if she didn't, interview Cassie or anything. I want to know why people stay in those relationships, and I found out why. So that's just for foundational purposes for the jury. All right. So yeah, just a side note. 88 Keys, the guy 88. Let me look him up. 88 Keys, because he was there, but he didn't. He got kicked out of court. I may have seen him outside. Um. Yep, I did see him. Damn, he's been there. He's been there a couple days actually. And I said, "What's up to him?" I said, "What up to him?" I know exactly who he is now. He got dreads. I said, "What's up to him?" Earlier. I didn't know that was 88 Keys. Didn't know it was him. Now that I looked at a picture, now I know. Now I know. Because when he was walking out the building, he looked at when I was actually when I was out there filming. When I was getting ready to go in the building, he said, "What's up" to me. I didn't even know it was him. So now I know. Now that I saw a picture, because somebody said he got kicked out of the courtroom. He wanted to go show Puff some love, but I walked past him, didn't even know. There's a lot of people I'm walking past, and I don't even know. Like Nancy Grace correspondent, I know her now, but I see her every day. Um, the court TV lady, all of the law and crime people. I see them every day. So the cross examination, the lawyer is trying to establish the fact that she never met with Cassie, and this is irrelevant because it doesn't pertain to this case, but it does pertain to the case because Cassie stayed for over 11 years. Just like people say, well, she should have left. Now, when you're getting abused, and I know some people saying, well, she should have left. Well, you never got abused like that. You never got abused like that, so you can't talk. This girl, there's some trauma she went through. There's a lot of trauma she went through. I just want to say this. She says she has general subject matter. This is general subject matter testimony just to give information to the jury. She said her testimony is a key to the jury understanding the effects of abuse. That's yeah. I don't have any sound. Come on, man. Don't tell me that. I don't have no sound. Yeah, they might be messing up they might be messing up my lives, yo. There's no reason why I shouldn't have no sound right now. No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted. I'm just gonna keep going, yo. I'm not muted. I do have sound because I can hear it. I think you guys might want to refresh. Either that or they messing up my live. One or the other. So yeah, like I said, for people that said, well, she stayed there too long, you never got your ass kicked like that. You never got your ass kicked like that because she she went through some trauma. Okay, so now they're trying to nail him now. They're trying to nail him. Guess how they trying to nail him? You remember they were talking about this is look, we're getting into George Kaplan now. He said he worked 80 to 100 hours a week. You know what they trying to get him? Forced labor. They're trying to get him on forced labor now because this is the second former assistant that said he worked that many hours, 80 to 100 hours a week. And he said Puff always threatened him every month on his job. And he has a bachelor's from College of Charleston. He worked at Nickelodeon. Then he started working for Combs Enterprises from December 2013 to December 2015 at 1710 Broadway. Then he became an executive assistant to the chairman. We know the chairman is Sean Combs, but he reported to Christina Coram. Now they keep bringing Christina Coram name up. Trust me, she's going to testify against him. I already know that, and I already know she got an immunity deal. That is going to put the nail in the coffin. And there's some indication on that he's getting his private affairs together because he hired an attorney trying to protect his assets. So that's telling you that he must know something, or he's, just in case if something happened. But he said he worked 80 to 100 hours a week. Think about that, 80 to 100 hours a week. But they're trying to get him on forced labor, though. That's what they're trying to do. But this guy was left on the witness stand today. Is going to continue in the morning. But I'm telling you right now, it's setting it up for Christina Coram. She's probably going to be one of their last witnesses. You thought Cassie was the star witness? Well, they have a co-star witness. That's Christina Coram. And they also have two other alleged victims as well to testify. So they have something cooking here for their finale. Right now we in week 2, and we're almost done with week 2. We're almost done with this Wednesday right now. So KK, Christina Coram, yeah, KK. Her name keeps coming up. Okay. Now this guy said that he was in charge of, getting everything for Puff, setting up everything for him. He said Puff threatened his job monthly. He said one time Puff told him to go to Whole Foods to get a gallon of water, right? and he didn't he the gallon of water was out, and he didn't want to be back late. So he got two things that equal up to a gallon of water, the same brand. He said Puff yelled at him, was all in his face, and I want to be with the best and this and that, and yelled at him in his face. Um, yeah, he talked about the Whole Food situation. Puff was tripping on that. That's what I said. He flew places with Combs. He went by Frank Black when he went into hotels, and they said, "Why did he go by Frank Black?" He said it was a play off of Diddy calling himself Frank White, and he also was in charge of cleaning up the hotel. Making the hotel tidy again after the freak offs. Cleaning up the drugs. Making the room like they found it. So that was his thing as well. He had drugs in his medicine bag. Um, different things like that. He also picked up drugs for Puff, MDNA, different things like that. But he said, but he wasn't up there long because it was already 3 o'clock. They letting people out at 3 o'clock every day. And I'm glad that they're letting the people out at 3 o'clock so I can beat that rush hour. Because I don't even stick around. I go straight to my car so I can beat that rush hour out of New York. And I did it today. So that was cool. So um trust me, it's heating up because he didn't even finish his testimony. And I'm telling you, they're trying to get him on the forced labor. That's what they're trying to get him on, and they're also trying to get him on, the racketeering still. And then also Kid Cudi has to testify as well. Now, if they show cars a kid, because he sent a message saying he want to blow up Kid Cudi car, then somehow his car got blown up. Okay, that's predicate act number one, and they prove predicate act number two because they're already trying to prove the organization. And he's also hired a lawyer so he could take care of his assets. They used to work in the Justice Department. So the reason why he's doing that is because if he loses his case, they're going to confiscate everything. So he's trying to protect his assets. So he must know something. Yeah, there's no coincidence there. I don't think. I'm thinking of this as if I'm a juror. Um, so like I said, um, you said Diddy docket showed court pics of baby oil and also nitrous oxide bottles. They did. Did they mention it? I know they said the pics are excuse me, sealed and jury only. They showed a bunch of stuff. Yes. Yep. They showed a bunch of stuff. You talking about the stuff that's in Diddy's house that they found? Yes. Um. Yeah. Some of that stuff is jury only though. I don't know. I know they said the pics were sealed and only right. Only the jury saw that. I didn't see that. Some of those pics I didn't see. They wouldn't let us see it. It was only for the jury. So you said you talking about them pictures are floating online now, Michelle? That's what you're saying. But then you saw it. Then Chantel, everything was available. Your liking, whatever you wanted. You wanted weed. You wanted this. You want a little mount. You wanted this. Everything was available. Oh yeah, Michelle, everything's up there. The picture. Let me see. I'm not gonna share it, but yeah, that guy, the producer, I saw him today, and he said, "What's up?" to me, and I didn't know who y'all were talking about. I just know that I had mentioned it. Max, that's what's his name. I was like, cool, okay. But yeah, he's showing a lot of pictures of he's showing a lot of pictures of people that's testifying. We got David Phillip, Cassie, David James, Regina Ventura. Yep, Dawn Hughes, hotel employee. Some of these people didn't testify yet, though. Chef Jordan didn't testify yet. Maya didn't testify yet. Yeah, some of these people didn't testify yet. I don't see the pictures where it says. Let me see. Oh, 1 hour. Hold on. The fanny pack. Oh, I see the fan. No, that's. It says. Oh, the international school also assigned to carry a fanny pack full of goodies. No, that's not. That's not. What's his name? They named who that is in court already. Let me see. Let me see something. That was 2 hours ago. Show, it said pictures worth Diddy. He's showing Diddy writing notes. Yeah, he's showing a picture of the guns. How are y'all getting this though? How is this stuff getting leaked? Yeah, the picture of the guns. That's right. They showed that. Wow, he even got the pictures that. Yep, we saw that. They should have like the rest of the stuff where they said they weren't going to show us. They should just show us because it's getting leaked anyway. You know what I'm saying? They should have just showed us the stuff. Yep, the baby oil. Family members can't be in NYC court and at a California graduation at the same time. Jesse and Delilah Combs revealed they're not going to college, and here's why. Invisible Bully. James Cruz and original Invisible Bully D. Damian D. Rock Butler. I'm just looking at these pictures. All right. Yeah, they showed the closet pictures. You said the pic of the baby oil maxes, their bottles. Yeah, they did have baby oil like that. I don't have y'all on mute, man. You got us on mute. Can anybody hear me? I don't have y'all on mute, man. I don't. I know you hear me. I don't know why people saying they can't hear me. I'm not sure why people are saying that. Oh, I'm fading in and out. I was fading in and out. Testing, testing. They mess with. I think my live is getting messed with, yo. I really do, man. Yeah, they definitely mess with my live, yo. They definitely is. Because they don't want y'all to know the real, man. Y'all getting lied to, talking about they playing Prince music in court. That's not true. Y'all getting lied to, man. And yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I almost want to leave, yo. That's what I almost want to do. I don't really want to go back, yo, because I'm getting like frustrated. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, man. Might be my last week. Because I don't even really want. I already know what the outcome is gonna be, man. That's what I think. I really do. They're suppressing me. That's why I'm moving to TikTok. As a matter of fact, let me see if y'all could subscribe to me on TikTok. That'd be greatly appreciated because then I won't be over there. Um, definitely going over there. Wait a minute. How many did I say I need? I needed 50, right? It got me on practice mode. I don't know why I'm on practice mode. It said this mode is only visible to you. You have at least 30 seconds to explore features. You see the countdown pop up on the side. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what I gotta do to go live on TikTok. Hold on one second. Because I'm about to sign off, man. They mess with my live. Oh, I do need 1,000 followers. Yeah, Prince was mentioned because Cassie went to a Prince party. She was invited to a Prince party. That's why Cassie was mentioned. I mean, that's why Prince was mentioned. But as far as like them playing Prince music and stuff like that, that's not true. They didn't play his music or anything like that. She went to a Prince party. But yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on right there. They yeah, I'm about to start focus on TikTok. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm about to leave this channel right here, man, because this is like it's frustrating me because I see what's happening. And I knew that was gonna happen because there's a concerted effort, especially by his camp, to like not let people voices get out there. Because I'm telling you, it's almost over for him. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's almost over. And some people say, "Oh, nah, nah, nope." They gotta prove two predicate acts. Let's stay focused. They have to prove at least two predicate acts. They're almost there now. They're literally in the driver's seat. Um, what's the first predicate act? We already know that. It's Kid Cudi. And I think he's supposed to be testifying tomorrow, I believe. And then that whole Mel's Diner thing, I don't buy that one. But because the story is all over the place. But if they do buy it, they satisfied their predicate act. Or it might be another event. You remember when the bodyguards took Cassie to the hotel, the hot because he didn't want her in public so she could heal. That's predicate act number two. That's it. They got him. That's predicate act. They only needed two. Okay, they only needed two. Now the sex trafficking. Did he pay those guys for the purposes of sex? Yes or no? Yes, because he wanted to see a freak off. They've already satisfied it. Did he make them? Did he cross state lines with them? The answer is yes. It's over with. They already proved it. It's over with. It's over with. No, I'm shadow banned, Chantel, and I'm a little bit what do you call it? Um displeased with it because I am. Um and I don't know what it is, yo. And like I don't know what it is. I'm focusing on TikTok though, because that's where it's at. Like it was one person out there. They had already had the requirements to go live on TikTok, but they don't suppress your views over there because it's not an American made company. That's why they're trying to control TikTok because they're trying to control freedom of speech. They can't control it. That's why they beefing with TikTok. They're not suppressing people's views over there. YouTube is. YouTube is suppressing views and they're suppressing me because I'm really washed out. And they suppressing views. So once I get going over there, I'm gonna stay over there. And then I'm just gonna do the sports over here on my other channel. I'm done with this one because nobody really wants to know. So yeah, I'm not listening to what you're saying. I know I'm just going on TikTok. That's what it is. You're saying stop my lies quick. Shit, they suppressing me over here. So anyway, that's what it is. I already know what I'm gonna do. So I don't really want to get into it no more. But hello Max, where's the jet logs at? Where's the pilot? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Um they didn't get that far they didn't get that far in the trial yet. Yeah, they want drama filled reporting. Yeah, I'm not trying to do all that. And I'm not trying to go up to no YouTubers. I'm not trying to do any of that. So I'm just straight real. That's it. And I'm telling you, it looks bad for him. I'm telling you this. They didn't get to the Diddy Jack logs yet. They didn't get to all that yet. If you heard that somewhere, they're lying. I'm just telling you, they didn't get to it. They didn't get that far yet. You said it's really early in the trial. It's damn near almost over, Ms. VS. The way that you got to be there to see it. But yes, it's still early in the trial. They still quite have a long way to go. Medea, let me explain this again. You can't. This is a different case. This is Rico. This is Rico. There's no doubt there. You have to prove two predicate acts and it's over, and then you move on to the next charge. That's how it works. That's why this is dangerous. We've already established one predicate act already. Now we have to move on to the second one. After that, they're done. They can go to the next charge. See, this is a little bit different with the feds with this RICO. It's very different. There's no doubt about he sent a text message saying to blow the man's car up, and the man's car blew up. Okay. That's predicate act number one. They just need one more. There's no doubt there. You know why? Because he used his damn cell phone, the text message. She saved every text message. This is looking bad for him. Yes, and immunity of the former assistant who tried to plead the fifth, right? Yeah, it's over, Medea. It's not like the case we last followed. Mm-mm. This is the feds, and there's guidelines that the jury must follow. Remember, they get jury instructions at the end on how to deliberate this case. This has nothing to do with if you like him or not or the feelings. Did he commit two predicate acts? Did he work in concert with somebody else in his organization to commit a crime? Yes or no? Once you check those boxes, you can move on. See, they don't understand the Racketeering Act. They don't understand it. The case, yeah, Miss VS, this is almost over. Yes, I know you thinking, oh, we got a long way to go. No, 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 no. He sent a text message to her to blow his car up, and the car blew up. That's predicate act number one. No, no, Miss VS, this is different. I'm telling you, this is a different situation. I've been following cases since Aaron Hernandez. This is different. This is different. This is a little bit different. I never witnessed a case like this before. This was very dangerous. He should have taken a deal. Yeah, and his former chief of staff haven't testified yet. When she do, she probably gonna put the nail in the coffin. Now, I'm being fair and saying let's wait to the end of the trial just to because everybody needs a chance. So I'm gonna give them a chance, but they've already proved one predicate act already. See, here's the thing. Here's the problem, guys. Hey, what's up, Corey? Here's the problem, guys. They're saying that he is a criminal enterprise. That is very bad. Yeah, I mean, just Medea, we have to give the defense a chance because the jury can go by nullification. You know that, right? Okay, they did prove two predicate acts, but we just gonna say he innocent just for the fuck of it. Okay, they could exercise jury nullification. So that's the problem, folks. They're calling him an enterprise, a criminal one at that. That's what they're labeling him as. That's a problem. You said he ran that beat like a mofo. Oh my God. You said they only have text messages. That's all they need. He said, I'm gonna blow the car up, and the car blew up. Okay. He said he gonna be out of the country first so his friends could be there to see it blow up. And the damn car blew up, Medea. That's all they needed. And get this, they still haven't had everybody testify yet. See, guys, don't you think it's a problem he's only sitting there by himself at court? Shouldn't he have co-defendants? Yes, he should. But they all took deals. They all took immunity deals. That's the problem. Yeah, all they need is a text message. A lot of people, Anthony, they don't understand the law when it comes to the RICO. They need to go back and read up on John Gotti case. They only had to prove two predicate acts with John Gotti. Guess what? They had a lot of predicate acts. They had hundreds of them, but they only needed two within a 10-year period. That's all they needed. This is different. This is a different case to judge than any other case. Because when I found out they're charging him with the RICO, I said, "Oh, he in trouble." Listen, I believe the government has been following Diddy since Biggie and Tupac, and I predict there's another organization that's getting ready to go down too, eventually in our lifetime. I'm just not going to say who the organization is, but it's a religious one. They're going to go down too. And I can't tell you how I think like that. It's just a feeling I'm getting. They're gonna go down too. See, they have files on people, and when they ready to come after you, then when they got it airtight, then they coming after you. You said Diddy is being railroaded. The co-conspirators should also need some jail from the top to but well, see, that's the problem, style trenders. They're not doing that because they all took immunity deals. Listen, he didn't even have a person to he didn't have a person to take the gun charge for him. You don't think he could have put 500,000 in somebody's account so they can take that gun charge? At least somebody that don't have a record, let them take that gun charge because the serial numbers were defaced. Guys, that is predicate act number 2. He had guns with serial numbers defaced. So what they should have did was they should have said, hey, one of his sons should have took that charge. One of his sons should have took that charge, man. They should have took the gun charge. They ain't doing nothing else. Take that gun charge, man. If y'all ain't got no record, at least you get what, 5 years? You'll be out before that on your first offense. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to take that gun charge. He didn't have not one person to take that gun charge. He said the feds had that immunity paperwork ready for the judges to sign today. They are not playing. Oh boy, if he didn't testify today, he would have been at the defendant's table quickly. Right. The feds had that. Tell him again, Ms. VS, copy and paste it and send it again. The feds had that immunity paperwork ready for the judge to sign today. They are not playing. So whoever don't sign it, they're going to arrest him. They'll be rated sitting there with Diddy. Okay, there you go. The feds had that immunity paperwork ready for the judge to sign today. They are not playing. Oh boy, if he didn't testify today, he would have been at the defendant's table so quickly. You said, does anybody know who is Smokey? Do anybody know who is Smokey Robs? He's a singer, old singer from back in Motown days. A billionaire with no guns, with no serial. It's called a throwaway. It's a throwaway gun. Because you guys know when the bullets leave the chamber, it has striations on it. It's very unique striations, almost like a fingerprint for a bullet. And those striations are in the database. So when you buy a gun, the gun is fired one time before they sell it. And do you know when you buy the gun, you have the spent shell casing in a envelope when you have in the casing of the gun. You know when you buy the gun, it comes with a case, but the spent shell casing is inside of it, and that striation is logged into the database. So if something happens, somebody steal your gun, and the bullet, they can match those bullet striations up with the database. And if you don't get the gun registered or you get the serial number defaced, they can't trace the striations because the striations is with that unique number. It's like a social security number for a gun, which is the serial number. Those striations are in a database that match up with the serial number. If they don't have that serial number, it's very hard. They can still get the striations though. They can still do it, but it's not going to be traced back to you, which means that the gun is probably not registered. Now, you know what the defense said today? But he said to the officer, don't you have guns in your house? He said, yeah, I have registered guns with my law enforcement. He said, that's not what I asked you. Do you have guns in your house in Florida? I guess trying to say that it's normal for people to have guns in their house in Florida. No, I'm in the South too. It's normal to have guns, but it's not normal to have guns with the serial number defaced. That's called a throwaway. That's not normal. So it's not, if something happens to him, it's not the defense fault. The defense is doing a really good job, guys. They're doing the best they can with the cards that they're dealt. This was a case where you settle and take a deal. This is not a case you take to trial, folks. But at the end of the day, folks, the lawyers still get paid, don't they? Yes. No, he isn't a criminal. He'd never been convicted of anything. He's never been convicted of anything. You said are guns wrapped in a towel. Oh man. I don't know what he thought. He think he was John Gotti? Like what do you think he was, man? I mean, it's normal for a billionaire to have guns in their house, but not with the serial number off. No. I heard they offered him less than that, Cherie. Crazy, man. Yeah, I heard it was less than that. You said he about the T mine as well. Yeah, it's not normal to have a gun, like you said, in a town with a serial number to face. Now he can deny a gun, but it's implied that it's his because it's in his room. It was found in his room. He said the Gambino crime family were able to elude federal RICO charges. Gambinos. What was John Gotti in it? Was they with the Gambinos or were they with the them RICO, them racketeering charges what brought the mob down. The mob is not like it used to be back in the day. It's no longer the same. They were giving people football numbers. Oh, that RICO situation that took the mob down, fam. They not like they used to be when I grew up. Not the same. RICO's it's racketeering, just like yeah, to take everybody. It's made to take everybody down that know about it. That's in the organization, so it could take multiple people down at one time. And check this out: you don't have to pull the gun. You just have to know that the crime was committed and it was gonna get committed to go down with everybody else. Yeah, this was a very dangerous case to take to trial. These prosecutors are not playing, man. They're not playing. Said R. Kelly got jersey numbers. Yeah, Giuliani wasn't playing with the Rico. And he kind of he kind of changed up the Rico from back when Al Capone and them. He changed it up a little bit. Yeah, organized mob. That's what they're saying he was doing. Puff is organized crime. Now I know. See, when we think of Rico, we're thinking mafia. Getting money. Racketeering, getting money. This is for the purposes of him doing what he got to do. That's what they're saying. And then they added their version of the Mann Act on tacked onto his case. That's why he said his case is racially motivated. Okay. Oh, back in the 70s? Yeah, by him taking the blame for it, right? What's up, Abbott? I expect her to be in court, Cherie. You said that Kurt Burrows testified he definitely cooked for racketeering. He shouldn't have blew that car up, man. Allegedly. I'll say allegedly, but that shouldn't have happened. If it did happen, that shouldn't have happened. So if it did happen, that shouldn't have happened. And I know you guys like, well, how come they didn't thank you? I appreciate it. People say, well, why didn't you pick them up then? Because they got a file on you. They're not going to pick you up. They'll let you keep doing crime. 15 years and X to keep his assets. That's what Suge is saying. He said he has to admit that he had a good run. He had a good run, right? He had a good life. He did. He traveled all over the world, did what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? He got memories. He got memories, man. That's the way you gotta. Oh, excuse me. That's the way you gotta look at it. Yeah, but yeah, fortunately, the children are suffering the most. I'm really. I feel sorry for them. I mean, I feel for them. They have to go there every day. People staring at them, and that's why I don't make it my business not to bother them. It was crazy. It was almost like I don't know. I can't really explain it. He said he ain't got baby oil, Max. He had a what you call. He had a psychosis too. He was like he was suffering too. Actually, you say you feel bad for Christian the most. Why you feel bad for Christian the most, Abbott? They don't look happy. But I can say this: in the break room, they be chilling. You know, trying to keep it together. Well, Suge will be out before Diddy if he get convicted. You said, do other people try to bother this kid? No, nobody try to bother him, Quan. Even when they're in the break room, nobody like they'll talk to him, but nobody is like messing with him. You know what I mean? Or they'll just let him be. But they do talk to people. They do. But it's only if they're in the lunchroom. I think he'll be okay, Avid, because you know why I say that? All of the kids, they're close to each other. You know, even um Misa kids, you know, that she had with somebody else. All of those kids are close. All of them. So that he'll be okay. He has love around him. He'll be okay. Yeah, I know Diddy docket. I saw it on TV when because I'm in the overflow room. When the guy was up there, it was like he didn't want to testify. Well, he started yesterday and continued today, but he didn't want to testify. I could tell he didn't want to testify. He didn't want to testify against them. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why, man. I don't know why I feel for people, man. I kind of feel bad for dude, man. I do. I don't know why, man. Because I could maybe I'm an empath. That Hollywood have entertained themselves with the cone. They grew up with everything without their dad. Grew up in come reality without their dad. They don't have their mom either, man. You said I think most of the people that would have been charged with Puff have done a profit, right? Christian. Intertwined, yeah. And a profit, yeah. We'll never see a black man take it for entertainment again. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't condone what he did to that young lady. I don't. That I don't feel sorry. I don't condone that. And I know people saying, well, she was in on it too, and this and that. You had to listen to that doctor testify today. That your soul acknowledges he chose a very change before it was sooner. Yeah, but him sitting in court right now, guys, he's not on nothing. You could tell he don't dried up. He's not on the narcotics, nothing no more. He just Puff, man. He just Sean. That's what he is. He's like the old Puff you saw. That's not him sitting there. He looks the same, but that's not him sitting there though. That's just somebody. You know what he's like? He's sitting there as if he'd never been Puff before. It's a regular person. Yeah, he's sober looking. He's sober looking back. I really feel bad for him, man. I'm gonna reveal that, y'all. I really do. I feel bad, yo. You said he turning gray. He's already gray. He's fully gray. If that Fed show that Joker video, I'm gonna lose it. The hat gonna hit the floor, man. Because he's sober, sitting there, and you could tell he's like listening to stuff he did to her. You know, oh yeah, the lady even said it too. Even with him, he has a psychosis. Allegedly, he has a psychosis because once he started taking that stuff, he couldn't get off of it. He did actually try to get help, I believe. He went to a forget what you call it. You said for every abuser there was once a child who was abused. That didn't come up in court though, that he was abused though. I don't know. Hold on one second. Sorry, man, I'm back. He said, "Oh my God, I just touched Miss former assistant through Diddy under the bus." Oh, you just touched down? Yeah, you got back. Yeah, it was crazy. He didn't want to do it, I don't think. And you know the crazy thing about Diddy is he took care of everybody. And anybody in his immediate circle, it's like he just took care of. Um, I think for him, the alleged drug use was the problem. It was the problem. And I believe he's like a quiet person and he needs drugs to make himself bigger than life. Because if you notice like how he is, he's like partying and stuff, he's on something. And he need that to be able to be Puff Daddy or be loved. But he was really a quiet person. And then when you come off those drugs, you get violent. Not I'm not trying to like make up nothing. I'm not trying to like, take up for him. I'm just trying to understand why he is where he is. Um, but at the end of the day, I mean, um, I don't know. Some people are thinking that if he do get sent, he's not gonna get what you think he's gonna get as far as the time. Let me tell y'all something. He has a lot of supporters in court, y'all. He got a lot of supporters in court, man. I can see it. He has a lot of supporters in court. But yeah, I want to say that right there. Yeah, he could be that. Yeah, of course. Because he was right before he got arrested, he had the baby oil, he had all that in his hotel. It's like he couldn't stop. Yeah, let me get one last freak off in. That's what it seemed like. Yeah, he is quiet. I could tell he's quiet. He created identity of Puff and never looked. But yeah, he is quiet. You can tell he's a quiet person. But when you on that stuff, it makes you dance and everything else. It makes you whoa, life of the party. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? It changed the chemistry of his brain. The crazy thing is he's not a stupid person. Um, and the crazy thing is I don't think Cassie wanted to testify. She didn't want to testify either, but she had to. Who will own all the publishing if he gets found guilty? That's a good question. I don't know. Said who would ever thought we would be living better than Puff one day? Damn, Aki. Well, it ain't over for him yet. You know what I'm saying? I would like to say, hey, the jury could practice jury nullification if they wanted to. You know what that is, right? Just to put it in layman's terms, they could find him innocent on everything, even though he guilty. They could find him not guilty on everything, even though the evidence is there for him to be guilty. They could just say he's innocent. I mean, excuse me, they could just say he's not guilty. Jury nullification. Yeah, the pre puff shirt and hat is his best friend of 35 years. Yeah, I saw him today. I pointed the camera at him. I saw him today. Yo, that's really his friend. That is really, really his friend, yo. I'm just letting y'all know that's really his friend. He sit right in back of Puff too. That is really his friend. I mean, he got the free Puff. You can tell it's not a regular free Puff shirt because it's like a clothing line he got. Because it's a sweater and it got free Puff stitched in it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a part of the sweater material. It's part of the sweater material. That's not no regular free Puff shirt, like the shirts that the guys are wearing. But he is trying to do all he can to get out of this mess. He is. He's trying. He'll spend he will spend every dime he have if that means that he'll go free. So what he is his last option is to somehow convince the Trump team to pardon him. That's his last option. If he gets found guilty, or he can go through the appeals process. If all fails, he hoped that Trump would give him a pardon. And for that Chris Brown situation, all they got to do is contact the Trump team. I believe Chris Brown is home now, right? I believe he's home. Trump would get him out of that shit. All he got to do is make a phone call and say, let that kid go, yo. Let him go. He did that for ASAP Rocky. When that country, what was it, Sweden or Norway, they wasn't letting him go. Trump got on the phone and said, let him go. Or else. Let him go. And that was because of his nieces and nephews that like ASAP. You said Trump would pardon him on his way out. Well, he gonna have to wait then. Well, Puff, his last option is to wait 3 years, get a pardon, and he'll be out. Now, if he get a full pardon, oh, he back to being Puff again. You know what I'm saying? He back to let's. Oh, actually, no, because they could try to get him on something else. Yeah, he gotta go. He gotta lay low. So he's still in the ball game. He said, I heard now he was offered a 15-year plea deal. That's about right. 15-year plea is about right. 15-year plea is about right. But what he can do is he got enough money to use all his resources to get the best deal possible. Or whatever that deal. I'm not saying he gonna get a pardon, guys, but why not try it at this point? Why not? I'm like, yo, T, I got 20 million for you for a pardon to donate to your political party. I think what he should do is his team should donate $10 million to Trump's political party. I got 10 million for you. Your political, but see, here's the problem. It's not going to go over well with everybody else because everybody is against, the domestic violence. So I don't know how they can work that out. See what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how they can work it to where he can get it. They got it. His team got to be like, yeah, a lot of people don't see a pardon, but he ain't got no other choice to try to get one. Well, hold on. Let me back up. He may be. I mean, we like Ms. VS and them said that the trial is not over yet. So we first of all we got to wait for the trial to be over and see what the results are. Based on those results, then you got to go to then you got the appeals process. That's if he don't get a full acquittal. Okay, if he don't get a full acquittal, he got to go to the appeals process. While he's in that process, why not try for a pardon, man? You said Trump doesn't care. He might do it just to piss people off. That's his best bet, man. You said 20 million is a joke. Trump not taking that. You said Trump is not getting a pardon from if he's convicted. Period. He pardoned Harry. He commuted Harry O sentence. You know, from the founder of Death Row. Commuted his sentence. He got Kodak Blackout, Lil Wayne. But I know this is a different situation. I know the only reason why I'm saying that, guys, because the Department of Homeland Security got involved. Now I'm trying to figure out why the Department of Homeland Security get involved. Anybody know? What did this man do for the Department of Homeland Security to get involved? What did he do, man? Hey, Rachel, why would the Department of Homeland Security get involved? What did he do? It really looks like Diddy is winning despite all the evidence. Yet it's still more to come. Who knows? Causing havoc everywhere. State commerce. Real friends performed the inauguration to secure Puff's pardon. His friends put their career on the line. Trump knew them already. He knew Snoop before all this shit. Trump knew Snoop and them way before all this, man. Remember, Trump in the tri-state area, for people my age, he's considered a celebrity. We considered him a celebrity before anything else. Um, you know, the crazy thing about Trump? Did you know he's the most mentioned person in hip hop? Did y'all know that? He's the most mentioned person, man. It's crazy. Yeah, he knew Snoop back in the 90s. Because he was a celebrity. Like, he hung celebrities hang out with celebrities, and not that they're friends. I'm not saying he's friends with them, but they knew each other from the same circles. He said, "Let me get my scooter. Time to roll out." You said Homeland Security was involved with R. Kelly because of the trafficking. Okay. It's because of the trafficking. Yeah, Miss VS know that. She always talking about she's out when we talk about Trump. She knew people liked him back in the day. She knew that. She's from Jersey. She knows. And let me just say this for y'all keep getting pissed when I talk about Trump. Let me say this to you real quick so y'all can wake up. He's white, right? Since we still referring to each other as a crayon color. He's white, right? Huh? Is he white? And he's a billionaire, right? So why do these other white people hate him? Because he's part of them. I can name a lot of people in Congress that's worse than him. How come y'all don't dislike them? That's because he's not one of them. That's why. How are you white and you're a billionaire and you're not liked by them? How is that the case? Think about it. Think about it. all this whole lifestyle is a game, yo. It's a game. It really is a game. Like it's like a lot more that they not telling us that they are telling that they not telling us. It has to be. It's like racist white people got you to hate them. Like they're better than him. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I can name people in common that's far worse. Or are all of them the same? I don't know. What is a Trump session? I've been in a recession my whole damn life. So I don't care about no recession, if that's what you mean. We've been in a recession. My people been in a recession for hundreds of years, man. We've been in a recession. So I don't know what that means. But the only reason why I mentioned Trump because he could possibly get a pardon. I'm not saying he getting one, but this is a part of legal talk. Pardons are legal matter talking. That's why I'm talking about a pardon. I'm talking about his options. So, but the only problem is I don't think he's gonna do it because that's gonna bring hot water to him. But however, I don't ain't nobody mad that Biden pardoned his son. Ain't nobody mad at that. Or pardoned. I ain't gonna say the other guy he pardoned. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. It seems like when no wonder my views is low because I'm fucking real. No wonder my shits is low. No wonder because I'm real, yo, and I'm not gonna stop being this way because I see life a totally different way. I just don't see. I don't get like. Don't you ever think about stuff? You ever been one of those little kids that just question everything? I was one of those little kids. He said Big Biden has okay, Rachel, Rachel, you mentioned it. I can't mention his name, yo. I start itching. He could be possibly the reason why a lot of my friends passed away. I've seen people drop, they have no health problems. Dropped. I haven't been the same since I took that shit. Okay. But I don't even want to get into it. He says Alice Johnson is czar for pardons. He said Biden has, yeah, I know he has cancer. I think because that girl Ellie Carter kept saying that there were underground tunnels. This had to be something else he was involved in. That's the only thing I can think of. Yes, the Cassie stuff. He could have went to jail for that a long time ago for the abuse. If she had told on him, he would have did some time for what he did. Um, it's just that sex stuff. That's like eyes wide shut type stuff. That's demonic. He had the demon in him, yo, for real. And now it's out of him because he's sitting there sober as hell. Like, damn, I was wilding, yo. That was like that's demonic. Like, that girl didn't enjoy that shit. She didn't. That girl didn't enjoy that. All unprotected too. All unprotected. It's like he was trying to destroy her. I honestly believe she's not supposed to be here. She's lucky she's here. She's lucky she made it, yo. It was almost like he was just trying to kill her, man. It's something he did. It's something he did from up top. Okay, let me show you my rationale when I'm thinking. Um, let me see how I could do this. So Cassie had her testimony, right? When the doctor today had her testimony, she talked about passive defense mechanisms, passive defense, self defense. When you roll on the floor and roll up in the fetal position, and then that one guy yesterday, the other assistant, like, I'm here to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, it don't sound right, yo. It sound like it's a set. I don't even believe the Mel's Diner incident, and I believe certain vloggers were in on the setup. That's what I believe. That's just my opinion. And like I said, I could be wrong, but certain vloggers that kept talking and talking and talking about him, they were in on they were in on it. Why? Because they used to work for the man. That's why. Didn't he know it was in his face the whole time? You had somebody that was working with you that worked for the man, that was working for you. It made it known that he working for the man, but everybody's stupid. Why would you work? Well, if you're doing some criminality shit, why would you work? Why would you hang around somebody like that? Why would you hang around somebody like that worked for law enforcement and somehow convinced everybody that it's okay? Listen, when my dad and them grow up, they would never hang around law enforcement, never. Especially what they're doing, what they were doing. They would never do it. He actually hung around somebody that got a pension from law enforcement, man. And this person kept vlogging and vlogging and vlogging. And just like he came out recently and said, yeah, such and such told me this, such and such told me that. That's snitching. Y'all know that, right? That's snitching. And what makes you think that some of these people that they go on their show to tell their stories that they're not government agents? You want me to prove it to you? Okay, who made the internet? Where did the internet come from? The Pentagon, correct? Okay, then. So what makes you think they don't have agents as vloggers? Because guess what? These vloggers come along with clout already. They can make clout. They can just tweak the numbers and make you have 100,000 views per upload. They can do that. They created this shit. That's why they're agents too. Don't just talk about Vlad. Some of them, you know what they did? They so clever because they think people stupid. Oh, let's take the heat off Vlad because everybody think he an agent. Now they brought some brothers along to start doing interviews too. That sound like interrogation too. What they're doing, agents. They came along. Where did these people come from? I'll wait. They just popped up one day on your feed with clout already. You mean to tell me? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't care if people get mad. When these people walk the street, they're scared. They're looking around their back. They're like this, and they're very quiet. They're not like how they are on camera. They're not. These people are agents. These people are fucking agents. He didn't even stay the whole trial. He couldn't stay because he felt guilty. He couldn't stay. I said, where he at? After lunch, he left. He ain't coming back. He not coming back. He not coming back, yo. Because he felt guilty. Now, he would have really impressed me if he went in the courtroom where Puff was at. That would have really impressed me. I thought y'all was a part of the same gang. What did he do to piss you off that much to sit here and keep talking? That means something really happened. It ain't none of my business though, but I come from a different era. I don't speak on nobody shit. I don't. Okay. I could, but I'm not. I wish I would get on Vlad and talk about how I grew up in East Orange, New Jersey, and how my boys did this and did that. Bullshit. I grew up around the corner from Tretch. Tretch from Naughty by Nature. I listen, when I gotta go do my laundry, I'm gonna drop it off at Vinny's store, at Vinny Laundromat, because I don't feel like doing no laundry. I like to pay for my laundry. I don't feel like doing it. I'm going to Vinny's store, Vinny for Naughty by Nature. His laundromat right up the street from where I'm at now. I used to see them in the park when I was younger. Would you think I'm gonna get on Vlad and talk about it? No, because I'm not like that. These guys not comfortable walking the street, yo. They're not. I can see it. They look constantly looking their back. They looking crazy. It's crazy, man. Did you know he was talking about Puff all this time, and Puff has never mentioned him? Never. He has never mentioned him ever. Never. Even when Puff was out, he's never met. I was wondering when Puff was gonna respond back to him. He's never responded back to him, and Puff still ain't fucking telling nobody. Still, they sitting up here running their fucking mouth, and this man about to take an eternity behind bars, and he ain't snitch on nobody. Nobody. He just sitting there quiet. Everybody got a story, don't they? Everybody. I got stories too, but I wish I'd tell it. I'm not telling it. I come from the mind your own business era. That's why I can walk these streets the way I walk them. Well, actually, I take that back. There's certain places you can't walk. You better be careful out here. It's crazy. Wolves got to eat. It's crazy out here. No, Diddy is never talked about. Everybody has talked about the night Big passed away. Everybody's talked about it. Everybody talked about it. He's not talking about it. And he still ain't saying shit. They were all in on it. I think they were all in on the takedown. They were all in on it. I'm not mad at it, but we got to let this be a lesson. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it by yourself. And I'm not mad at them for talking, but he's the only one that's not talking. He getting ready to take a he might be on the eve of taking a lot of time and not saying a word. Yeah, this is like a movie. This is a movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never witnessed a trial like this. My homegirl went up to him and talked to him. He just as quiet as kept. He didn't act like how he act on camera. He saw me. I looked right at him. I just kind of like shook my head, yo. Like, why are you here, yo? You helped get this man here, yo. You know what I'm saying? Why are you here, yo? I just not from that era, yo. I can't put nobody. I just can't do that unless they did something to my nieces or something like that. That's the only way that I'll sit up here and talk about what somebody did, what somebody was something or whatever. It's just crazy. I'm talking about all these vloggers. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all these vloggers that has been talking about. what he's been doing. You got Keefe D, all the that's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about all of them. Then all the people, um, because Diddy has never addressed anybody. He has never addressed these people. He has never have. When you talk about what's his name, this is what what's his name said to you about the night at Mel's Diner, dude. That's snitching. It is. That's how I look at it. Like, damn, that's like, why are you doing this now? The man is already going through it. But that's just how I see things. I grew up a totally different way. That's why I never got in the streets because, first of all, I couldn't do no time. That's number one. And number two, I would have made a bad criminal. I would have made a terrible criminal. Okay. So I chose the what you call it, the civilian route. The streets is dead, folks. It's nothing in the streets. It's best to go legit. It's so many ways because of technology now. It's so many ways to go legit now. It's so many ways. I told you all those vloggers out there doing their thing. That's the best way to go now. Just be a vlogger or whatever. Do something media related. Get in the algorithm. Like being on the street is not it. So these dudes been switching since Frank Lucas days. I know that's right. But the movies make us think a different way. Those old mafia flicks, and I guess that's just Hollywood. I'm just an observer, to be honest with you. I'm really taking in the moment on everything that I'm witnessing in the trial. Like the feel now, you know what it feels like now? It's pretty much laid back. It's really just the vloggers there. And even some of them died off, to be honest with you. A lot of them, I see most of them still, but it's really the people that was out there just like kind of looking, that has died down. Only thing you see there now is the media. It's just the media there. Um, yeah, that's it. Just the media. Because on that little feed that they have showing the courtroom every day, you see me walking past it every day because I saw myself yesterday. It was hilarious. Um, he said no one's talking about Biggie and Tupac's demise, just baby oil. That case is coming up, Cyrus. After this one, you talking about Keefe D? Yeah, there's no fans out there because you know why? It's not like it was when it back in the day because we got social media now. Everybody can watch it on social media. You don't need to be there. You see what I'm saying? That's why nobody's out there. And I know Puff is like, damn, ain't nobody out there. Nah, Puff, people are watching it. People are watching you, but they're just not outside. People got to make money. You know what I'm saying? The way the economy is right now, people got to worry about the bills first. Just like this one lady told me, I just happened to be off today. I just came by to check it out. And she was telling me, how can I get in like this every day? I said, yes, they got overflow rooms. You said, plus his fans are grown. They doing right. He don't have young fans. He got like people my age. They're not trying to hang out there. I know that's what he probably think. Like, where my support at? You still got support, bro. But people are just not there. Because I showed you guys, there wasn't nobody standing out there. The only people you see out there are the line holders. And let me tell you something, that's even dead. Because ain't nobody caring about them line holders no more. You get there when you get there, man. Except for the people that want to get in with Puff. If you want to get in with the see Puff, yeah, you need to pay the line holder. You said some bloggers are feds. Yeah, Cyrus, the feds created the internet. Wouldn't it make sense that they got vloggers that's feds? They created this. You know the www dot, the World Wide Web. The Pentagon was using it before it went public. Only only person that can play Diddy in the movie is Denzel. He probably could, yeah. Or Jamie Foxx. I would say Denzel or Jamie Foxx. Or his son. His son could do it. He looked just like him. His son could play. His son not gonna do that though. He looked just like his father too, man. If you see, he looked just like his father. He looks just like him, Ryan. Yeah, man. Can't stop, won't stop. You just sometime wonder if he cloned himself. It's hilarious. Yeah, that kid looks just like him. Say you see Kevin Hart as Diddy. Um, said, how about Samuel Jackson? Nah, it gotta be somebody younger. It gotta be his son could do it. Like the only person I could see, somebody close to it, but his son not gonna do that though. Yeah, he's a spitting image of him. His son can't act. Maybe he probably could. I know, Ray. Everyone is immune to the Rico. Now, like I said, the defense has been the defense has done a good job cross-examining these people. So we're gonna have to wait for the defense to cross-examine him because they're gonna eat. It's probably gonna be, I don't know. They're probably gonna eat him up. We're gonna see. No, all the freak off videos that you're thinking about, that has nothing to do with the trial. They've already played the videos already. It's only the videos involving him and Cassie. All the other videos you're thinking about, that's not gonna be in the trial. He looked just like him, Ryan. They were there at court today. 'Cause I know they probably was in LA because their sisters had prom. Although they were at court, I didn't see him. I'll see him tomorrow though, because I'm gonna get there super early. You said the YouTubers are determined to get him. I just saw a video with a title, he delete Biggie. Damn. But here's the thing though. I don't if I ain't gonna say this, but if I that what somebody told me is true, if it's really because I'm not in the courtroom, I can't see the jury's face. But what if it's true, it's gonna be a hung jury. No, his mother's been there. Maybe she's in Cali with the girls because you know they had prom. Said, what if he gets deleted before the trial? The trial going on. He said, if it's a hung jury, we're wasting our time because they gotta have to do it again. Oh, the twins graduate tomorrow. That means his son's probably back in LA. Then they probably just came today, but they probably had to travel back to see them graduate. Because Justin and Quincy, they seem like they're the leaders. They're the two oldest. He can try to get bail, Ryan, but he probably gonna stay in jail. And what happens if they do it again and get another hung jury? And what if they try him a third time, get another hung jury? They gotta let him go at that point. I think at that point it's over. That means there's something in their case that's just not sticking. Yeah, you gotta know that. Gotta be messing with him. He missing them graduate. See, stuff like that, I feel for him. You know what I mean? I just don't. I mean, I know people do things. You know, they got to go through it. I get it. I still feel for people though. In my opinion, I think Diddy gets off, goes away free after time served. I mean, if he gets off, then he ain't got to worry about time served. He's just gone. He just got to worry about the civil stuff. If he gets off, he walk right out of that courtroom back as a free man. That's it. As soon as they say not guilty, he gone. So what about the internet? Is he allowed to use it? Not in prison though. Sorry, my bad. You said if he was housed in a cell, crazy right now. Title: How to Destroy a Billionaire Within a Year. We watching it. Okay, pop back in while riding with hubby. Oh, where y'all riding to? I'm nosy. Oh my god. Where you guys riding to? Okay, so let me ask you guys. I haven't. You guys been listening. You guys been listening to Inner City Press. You guys are. You guys are tapped into this, even though you don't got to be there, but you still tapped into it. You pretty much know what's going on. How do you think this is going to end? What do you guys think? Oh, he filling his gas tank. How do you think this is going to end, y'all? What are y'all feeling? Or you said guilt in at least 3 counts so far out of the 5. That's technically not bad for him. That's not that bad. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. I was going to like I'm not supposed to be going back and forth like this. That's why I'm saying let's just wait to the end. Oh my God, Abbott. Y'all see this? She said they gave Bill time and he was once America's dad. He said Puff is cooked. Oh my God. Did you remember when they gave Bill that time? How he walked out of court. Wasn't it sad? They took his expensive cane away. They took his tie off, his jacket, and he had his pants hiked up to his chest, man. It was oh man. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait, Steven. Thank you, Coco. We just gonna have to wait to see. Somebody said Corey said he guilty 3 out of 5 charges. That's not that much time. That's better than but for him, he's hoping for not guilty all the way down. And let me just say this, guys. Let me say this real quick. I know it looks bad that the assistants are talking. However, His lawyers are going to tear them apart. Okay, his lawyers tore Dawn apart. His lawyers, they tore her apart, man. Westmoreland, she tore her apart, man. The jury was even responding to it. I heard. Yeah, it's five, Ryan. Listen, Westmoreland tore her apart. I witnessed it. Even the jury, I heard the jury was responding to it. And I said at the end of yesterday, I know Puff got to be happy with her. So look, just because the assistant is speaking right now, you wait till they get to that assistant. We might not even believe what this assistant is saying. Oh, and by the way, oh, and by the way, the Punisher, he didn't say he was a sex worker. Okay. He said he was there to provide entertainment. He was there to provide entertainment and experience. Us experience. That's it. He said I watched the updates all day in the chat. It was a lot today. Yeah, there's a lot. If you want, Coco, go to Twitter and type in inner city press. He's in the courtroom with Puff, and he updates it live. He updates his Twitter live when every day. So you guys want to catch like what they're saying in court, go to inner city press, because I can't come out of court to update. I have to wait for a break. That's what I'm going to start doing. When we go to lunch break, I'll come down and talk for a minute because they only give 30 minutes lunch break, but they let us out at 3 p.m. Yeah, follow Inner City Press because he's going to tell you everything that's going on in the courtroom. Okay, now here's the thing with the guns. All he needed was just somebody to take that charge for him. You see what I'm saying? What do you think about Hughes? I thought it really helped the jurors understand. Oh, you talking about the doctor? Yeah, it talked about let me look at my notes real quick. I ran out of ink today too. No, that's George Kaplan. George Kaplan was the former assistant. They're trying to get him on forced labor. That's why they're saying that he worked over 100 hours a week. However, assistant that's taking care of a celebrity, that's kind of like what they do. I don't know. It's like his lawyer's gonna have to say that's a normal thing. I mean, if you're an assistant for a celebrity, I would say a celebrity need about 4 or 5 assistants just so one could get a break. But sometimes you have to be with them. But I don't think it's a thing that you would do full time. He said he worked for him for like 3 months, 3 or 4 months doing that, or half the year. Because there's a burnout period, and then you go on and move on. But yes, you talking about Dr. Dawn Hughes? That's her name. Listen, this lady is so credentialed up. He has 34 counts. Listen, this damn Abbott, damn 34 counts. Okay, look, this lady is so credentialed up. She's beyond board certified. There's only 40 of her in the state of New York. 40. That's it. And she gets $600 an hour. But even that's besides the point. She was just talking about why people stay in abusive relationships. So we all got educated on that today. So for me, it's just about the general understanding of domestic violence. It wasn't about her. She didn't talk to Cassie. It wasn't about that. It's just providing it's just providing the reason why I'm laughing is I'm about to tell you what the lawyers did in a second. It's about providing a general understanding. However, the lawyer got up there. He was trying to. He said, "You." He said, "You here for some money, right?" He said, "No." He said, "You getting paid how much an hour?" And then he said, "Did you work with one of us before? One of the defense?" She said, "Yes." You work with Brian Steele, correct? He was being messy. He was like, "You work with Brian Steele, right?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." After he interviewed you, he decided not to use you, correct? The judge said, the prosecutor said objection. The judge said sustained. He said, "I will." He said, "Okay, judge, I will strike that, judge." Yeah, they were getting messy, man. It was getting messy as hell. I said, "Damn, they." It was almost, it was comical because he just kept going on, and she would not get rattled. She said, "No, I'm just here to give a general understanding." He said, "You here to get some money, right? Like you here to get money?" What the fuck? You said a YouTuber I watched talked about her. Wait a minute, hold up. You said a YouTuber I watched talk about her time me out. I told facts because your normal arena is gossiping. Who time? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said a YouTuber I watched talked about her and time me out. I told him to stick to the facts because your normal arena is gossiping. Oh, he talked about her, the doctor. Listen, that lawyer did anybody, I don't know, I forgot which lawyer it was. It sounded like Agnafilio, but I think it was the other guy. Listen, he got so petty. He was like, "You here for some money, right?" Yo, he was like, "You." She said, "No." He said, "You getting paid." He said, "You getting paid $600 an hour, right?" Oh, he got mad because I told him to stop adding stuff. Yeah, but that lawyer, man, the lawyer got ignorant, man. He did. See, because what he was trying to do, folks, he was trying to minimize her in front of the jury. Like what she talking about don't mean nothing. Oh yeah, they went to the webinar. Yo, thank you. I forgot all about that. So look, she had like a webinar or something showing people how to testify, like at court. So he went on that. He said, "Yeah, you showing people how to testify in court. Like that's what you do." He said 60% of your salary is getting money in trials, correct? He said no. He said the most of your money is getting money at trials, correct? She was like, "No, that's not most of my money." In my profession, he trying to say fuck your profession. He said she ain't really doing nothing with that. She get money in court. So she said, "No, that's not true." He said 60%, right? He said it's still not true. He said it's bad. He said 60% is greater than 50%, isn't it? Guys, I was like, what is wrong with him, man? Yeah, he was sat. He was look, that's what they're gonna do with all the witnesses. Okay. They're gonna sit up there and he tried to minimize because what he trying to say is, and then here's the last part. It got real crazy. He said, "Did you meet with the prosecutors today?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You didn't talk about nothing about this case, huh? You don't know nothing about this case. That's what you're telling me." So he was trying to perjure her. He said, "You don't know nothing about this case." That's what you're saying? No, I know general information, to help them. I got with them so they could help learn how to question me. He said, "You don't know nothing else about this case." No, she didn't seem offended. She got paid $6,000, and he was being messy about it. So I was like, I don't know if that's a good look. Maybe they figure they got to fight now. Like that's the only way. I was like, what's wrong with this guy, man? Why is he attacking her? Yeah, she didn't get rattled. She was like, no, this is simply this way. He said, no, you wanted to get some money or something. You wanted to get some money, right? He kept saying right. Like he was saying right before she said right. He said, do you want to do this, right? You want to do this, right? Everything was right, right? It's like this, right? And this dude is ignorant. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, man, it was like that. $600 an hour. So they're gonna tear up this the assistant. You received the proffer. They did because the last assistant they tore him up. He was like, you received the proffer agreement, right? He was like, you have to speak to my attorney about that. He said, what's hard about that? Did you receive a proffer agreement or what? He was like, you got to speak to my attorney about that. He's all right. He said, did you talk to the government this morning? Yes or no? He's like, yes. He said, but you're able. He said, then you don't recall what y'all talked about today, but you can recall something 8 years ago. Objection, Your Honor. Objection. Brian. The judge stopped it. Like, yes, she set the tone. It was crazy though, man, the way they were doing it. But she wound up victorious. Even though he tried to do that to her, because what happened was the prosecutor got back up. Did you want to do a redirect? Yes. And then she got back up and smoothed it out. And here he come again. Here he come again. I was like, yo, these people, I forget his name. I don't think it was Agnifilio that was doing it. It was the other guy. Forget his name right now. He went up there to be messy, yo. That's just what it is. And he set it off. He was like, he was talking. He said, yeah, you did a little webinar. And he said, yeah, and you work with Brian Still, correct? He said, have you ever worked with one of us before? One in defense? He said, yes. He said, yeah, you Brian Still, correct? He was like, yes. Yeah, Jonathan Bach. Guys, yes, it was Jonathan Bach. I couldn't remember his name. Yes, it was John. Yo, is Jonathan crazy, man? Jonathan set it off today. Yeah, Jonathan Bach. Um, yo, Jonathan, man, Jonathan was on one, man. He was, he was on one. Yo, Jonathan, yeah, well, we got it. Yo, Jonathan not playing, man. Jonathan, he came to bring it. And I love it. I love when lawyers get crazy like that. He was like, So you getting $600 an hour, right? Everything was right. Like she's like, yes. Um, did you? Is it true that you work with one of our attorneys over here? Is that true? Is that true? She said, yeah, it's true. You work with Brian Steele, correct? That's who you work with, right? He interviewed you. He ain't use you, right? Trying to like minimize her. Like he interviewed her, but he didn't use her. That's his name, Jonathan. Um, I couldn't see what Diddy was doing when he was talking. I think he was just looking at him. Oh, and check this out, guys. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I just found out something. Okay, Jonathan went to he went to Yale. Okay. He went to Yale. So he graduated from Yale. His BA, he graduated summa cum laude in 1984. And he got and then he's Phi Beta Kappa. I'm looking at, but guess who he worked with, y'all? Take a wild guess. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I got this right. He works with Alexandra Shapiro, and she's one of Diddy's attorneys. She's working with Sam Bankman Fried. I've seen a lot of these attorneys in court just sitting there. Yep. See? And it's just attorneys be popping in, guys, like sitting in the gallery. They'll sit there and take some notes and they'll just pop in and they leave. Okay, look, let me show you. All right, okay, that's Jonathan Bach right there. See, that's Alexandra Shapiro right here. That's Diddy's lawyer as well. And look, they formed a law firm, Shapiro, Arado, and Bach. That's Cynthia Arado right here. Some of these guys I have seen in court. I've seen him, I think. Oh, yeah, that's Jason Driscoll. Yep, I seen him in court sitting there. Anybody else? That's Dana Nash. I know who that is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. I gotta do some research real quick. Hold on. That's Jason Driscoll. Hold on one second. He looks. Hold on. Yeah, I believe that's his attorney on a civil case. But for sure, Alexandra Shapiro right here, she's on the defense team. Jonathan. Yeah, both of them on the defense team. Jonathan was the one that went crazy today. This one. But not went crazy, but he was just trying to he said he's one of the nation's leading trial lawyers over the past 30 years. That's him. He said after seeing him, you listen, you know what's crazy? When I wait, because they meet on the 23rd floor in this like conference room. That's where I guess they had their meetings. I'm waiting for the elevator. All of them came out. All of them looked at me. And I just smirked. I just smirked. I said, here they go. Yep, I just smirked. That Max the Punisher went on a Piers Morgan. Oh, he did? The Punisher trying to sell his book in search of freezer meat. I said, what the fuck? What kind of book is that? And then look, Diddy's lawyers, he was like, okay, sir, what does that mean? But where do you get that? What's that? Search of free? He said, I don't know anything, sir, harder than freezer meat. His lawyer was like, what the fuck? Yeah, they on a mission, dog. They on a mission for sure. In search of freezer meat. It's about erectile dysfunction. Yeah, it's a book on erectile dysfunction, right? And he got Diddy and Cassie in the book, but he changed their name, said a rich couple. Because he didn't have he had erectile dysfunction with her because Diddy was directing everything. And they got in his mind. But the lawyer was like, what's up with the title? He was like, it's I never he's ain't nothing harder than freezer meat. You said Diddy lawyers are scrambling and scraping. They getting with it though. They getting fiery though. It's Jason Driscoll right there. I saw him getting off the elevator. Yo, he got a team of lawyers at the table. Okay, so he got Jason Driscoll, Alexandra Shapiro, um, Agnifilio, Tenny Garagos, Xavier Donaldson, Nicole Westmoreland, and he got I forget the other lady's name. That's seven. And he got eight with Mark Garagos sitting at the table. Oh, wait a minute. Did I say Tenny Garagos? He got nine. He got nine lawyers sitting at the table. Oh, 10. Hold on. Let's do this again. Hold up. All right. So he got Mark. Let's list them. You got Mark Agnifilio. You got Tenny Garagos. Nicole Westmoreland. Brian Steele. Jonathan Bach. Hold on a second. Brian Steele. Jonathan. Jonathan Bach. Has Alexandra Shapiro. Xavier Donaldson. Yeah, Xavier Donaldson. Hold up, I'm missing some. Mark Agnavilio, Tenny Garagos. Um, what's her name? I forgot her name. Not Nicole Westmoreland. It's another one. Let's see. All right, Mark Agnafilio, Tenny Garagos, Brian Steele, Alexander Shapiro, Xavier Donaldson. Yeah, there she go. Anna Maria Estevao, Jonathan Bach, Mark Garagos, Karen Friedman Agnafilio, Linda Moreno. Hold on 1 second. I thought he had more than so. Mark one, Tenny is two, Brian Steele is three, Alexander Shapiro is four, Xavier Donaldson is five, Anna Maria Estevao is six, Jonathan Bach is seven. I'm missing one. Uh, well, let's just count Mark Garagos. That's eight. That's eight lawyers at the table. Yeah, Anna Estevao is good. Let's just say eight if you count Mark Garagos because he's a legal consultant for them. So he got eight for this trial. Only person he was missing is Jose Baez. He was missing him. Jason Driscoll. He may have Jason Driscoll on the team too. He may have because I think I seen him. I seen him. I did see him there. So he has to be on the team. I think it was Jason Driscoll. And there was another lawyer that sat in the overflow room. He was when the what do you call it? When the prosecutor was doing it, right? He kept saying objection to himself, and then the defense will say objection. He'll say it before they say it. He says objection. That's an objection. Leading. He was just saying that sitting next to me. He was writing notes. And then when something happened, he like he threw his pen down and then he left the room. He left. I never seen him again. Yeah, Ryan. I don't even know if he was approached, to be an attorney on the case. Yeah, there's yeah, you will count like 20 lawyers with the civil stuff. You're right. I'm done with the baby oil. Coco, are you there? Are you at the trial every day too? I know I got some baby oil in my bag. I'm like, damn, I can't look at it. Man, I can't look at it the same. Yeah, and like I just can't look at it the same. Oh, what they were telling me was when Cassie was testifying, her husband was sitting in there. He was grilling the family, and they were grilling him back. They were looking at him back. So he's glaring at them, and they glaring at him back. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Maybe he could use coconut oil. He ain't do that. It was the pink stuff, Abbott, the Johnson and Johnson stuff you can get at Walgreens. Oh, you watch it on another channel. He has all the sites and AP and Twitter. He could have had on any kind of lotion. He had the baby oil. He just liked baby oil. And then he had his people go out and buy baby oil. Get at Walgreens, the stuff you get at Walgreens, the pink baby oil, the pink label. That's what he was getting, or whatever he can get. The cocoa butter don't make it glisten. Yeah, he needed the glisten. He didn't be just glistening. It was so the rubber duck. He needs a rubber ducky for his baths. He has a rubber ducky. Yeah, yep, the rubber ducky when he take his baths. That ruined adult toy. There's some in there. Yeah, the rubber ducky, right? For the bath. But guys, let me get out of here. I will definitely catch you guys later. Well, in the morning. Um, I'm gonna leave early, so I gotta get to bed now. I'm beating that rush hour tomorrow because there is a spot over there by the courthouse that I could park at. But I don't know though. I see the vans there all day. I don't want to get caught up though. I'll just pay for it. You guys have a good night. Catch you guys on the flip. Catch y'all guys tomorrow. All right, y'all.